Three Stooges become the Mega Stooge. Speaking of Mega Stooges, we have a GM coming in today to give us a beautiful game. I've been talking with them, and I'm not giving you any hints, okay? See, I'm being careful with my tongue. I'm never saying that again either. Let's just introduce him. You know what? I love her. She's been fantastic. Let's welcome on in Xandra to see what kind of joy we have today. Xandra, come on in. Justin's turned into a stooge. Are you a mega stooge, Justin? What? I think you're a mega stooge. What? I think Justin is the mega stooge here today. Hello, Xandra.
Hi, what's up?
Just getting ready for the day, enjoying not being a stooge.
Nice. That's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, what's my to-do list? First thing, not be a stooge. Sure.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing. Don't be stooges, y'all. Or all y'all, or just y'all. Oh, but you know what? I actually know this game that you chose. I feel like we've had it on Ku5ogrande before, maybe just a section of it, but I'm definitely familiar with it. I played it a little bit one time Yeah?
I mean, like, we had it, like, we almost had it on Ku5ogrande, like, in round one. Like, if we like, again, in the same rationale, like, if you saw, like, you know, that cool game with the werewolf, and you told Grandma, hey, Grandma, I want that game with the werewolf. And then she went to the store, and then she might just bring you back this game.
The game with the werewolf. Like, are there any good games with werewolves?
That's a good question.
I'm not sure there are.
Well, okay, what's that? Okay, what's that furry fighting game where everyone turns into like were animals, and like Alice, there's like the character named Alice who turns into like a white bunny. What was that one again?
Oh, it could be Bloody Roar.
Bloody Roar, yeah. Wasn't that one good? I didn't have good memories of Bloody Roar.
I don't think it was good. Maybe a little good. Like, Twilight Princess is obviously the only one that really got away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Skyrim, yeah.
I would play Skyrim again, sure.
Okay, so we get the Skyrim of games today, I suppose.
I guess.
Okay, what game do we have?
We have this thing called Wolfchild.
Oh my gosh, look, his pupil is a man.
I mean, when you're a teacher, like, it's likely that some of your pupils are men. I mean, it happens.
Oh yeah. Simply put, if you have a man in your pupil, you should go see a doctor immediately. Yes. Okay, get some help. Especially the werewolves out there. You know, don't let this be you. Xandra, I have a feeling that you're giving us a lot of animal-based games, and that seems to be the vibe I'm getting from you. Yeah.
I mean, I do like them, and I have to, like, you know, I gotta stay true to myself and to my body of work, which involves turning people into animals. So, you know.
You must be true to your heart. You must be true to your heart. That's when the heavens will part. You will, and I will shower you with my love. Yeah, it's a good one.
I actually don't remember. I can't identify that song.
I can't remember what it's from. It's like on the ending of some movie I watched a lot when I was younger.
Huh.
I don't know.
Sounds pretty good, though. Probably better than this game. Though, to be fair, this game is interesting. It has, like, it's not without its charm.
Okay.
However, you know, it's a bit rough around the edges a little bit. And if folks remember, I'm
calling you out on it. Calling you out. Totally call out.
Yeah, it's in much like Werewolf: The Last Warrior had like was not without its charm. This one isn't. It's same but for different reasons.
Yeah.
And it's also someone in the match mentioned it like oh cool, this is like five games put together. So and
oh really?
It looks like a bunch of stuff. Like let's see, one of the contestants say, oh yeah, like Contra Turkan Bionic adventure. Sure, sounds fun.
Ooh, I like all that combined. Yeah, I remember playing this a little bit, trying to decide if I wanted to use it. I was like, this is a possible contender. I decided not to use it personally, but I'm glad that somebody did.
Yeah, out of curiosity, I don't. The contestants shouldn't be listening here, right?
They shouldn't be. If you are a contestant and you're listening, I will whop you.
Okay, good. Why didn't you end up picking it, out of curiosity?
I'm trying to think. I think for me, when I was looking at this mostly, it was probably one of the later rounds of Ku5ogrande. And because of that, I definitely thought that it was probably too late for this game. At the same time, for me, it felt a little bit slower paced than I wanted.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because it is a game that like, it disincentivizes going fast.
Oh no.
Yes, it's sort of an anti-Sonic in that, like, well, in spirit, in that, like, no, you really, just like Sonic, you really shouldn't be going fast, but it doesn't encourage you to go fast.
Yeah,
there's like big levels, relatively like open. Thankfully, levels themselves, like the level progression is extremely straightforward. It's like level 1, 2, 3, just in order. But it is like, yeah, the levels themselves, you can get a little bit lost in them.
Yeah. Okay, I am just asking the players if they could possibly get to a game or screen in game to help me capture, because yeah, it's not gonna happen on the difficulty select screen. Too many muscles. I get so distracted, you know?
Oh, yes. That's the important thing. We will be playing this in hard mode.
Oh, sweet. I love unreasonable difficulties. Always makes me happy.
And it is very unreasonable in this one.
By the way, you know what? Maybe one of the other reasons I didn't choose this was because I was like, this is furry trash. I don't want to be the guy who gives out furry trash. Let somebody else do that.
Here I am.
Yay!
Yep, here I go. That's my brand. That and another type of game that we will get to maybe at some point in the tournament. I don't want to tip my hand.
I love it.
I'm excited.
So am I. I am just working on capturing a few last things here to make sure that we have everything ready to roll.
The last thing is almost in captivity.
Uh-oh.
The galaxy might be at peace. We don't know. We can't really see that far.
Probably just has a lot of peas.
You know, that's fair. So people keep talking about, like, there's probably life like outside Earth, of course, but like, do you think there's peas? Do you think elsewhere on another planet, just by pure random, like, evolutionary chaos, there's peas?
No, that's dumb.
Aw. I mean, there's like law of averages. There's got to be peas somewhere else. Maybe.
Actually, yeah, you've got a good point, but you also have to take into account. Simply put, we're not dealing with infinite. We're dealing with near infinite. And,
that's true. That's
the proportion of the near infinite planets that we have, a small portion of them support life. And how many of those would support peas?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like one planet.
Yeah,
Earth.
I mean, maybe like at some point in the future, there's like a scientist who like very dejectedly says, we did it. We found them. We found space peas. Except they're purple. Ah, so close.
So close.
Back to the drawing board.
They're also poisonous.
I mean, at that point, really.
And
like,
sentient. The sentient poisonous peas. Purple peas.
Oh, look at that screen. Look at that glorious screen.
Oh, baby, this is Wolfchild. Everybody, this is your fantasy, okay? Back when you were 12 years old, this is who you wanted to be.
No, close. Not me.
Close.
There's like one specific thing. Oh, by the way, the manual for this game is glorious. Would you like it?
Yes, please. We can go ahead and look at it a little bit later.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people still want to be this guy.
Okay. I mean, that's totally fair. Live your truth. Sometimes you want to be that guy.
No, this guy looks like a lame version of He-Man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, I think He-Man's a lame version of He-Man. Oh,
Perhaps.
Everybody, I need you to get all of your muscles ready. And wolves. Oh, especially the wolves. And spam your emotes. Oh, this music. This is so 90s.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm trying to get my multi-twitch going.
Oh, baby. I'm doing the countdown right now. Spam those muscles, dogs, wolves. I guess Okami is kind of a wolf. I think that's a llama. I'm not sure a llama is a wolf.
Oh, this music is great. Oh, what wonderful music. I love it.
As soon as I see movement in stage 1, I will start our timer. Maybe? Yeah! Here we go, baby. Ow!
Oh.
Everybody, welcome to Wolfchild.
Wolfchild. I hope everybody pick hard difficulty, because that's what we're doing. If not, then like feel free to like dispense divine punishment.
Yeah, I did not see anybody not choose hard. We will definitely boop them on the nose, though, if anybody failed to do that. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So, talk to me a little bit about this game. What is Wolfchild?
So, Wolfchild is essentially like, gosh, how to describe it? It's another one of those, like, you know, like it's a platformer. It's exactly like, again, like it is a weird version of werewolf in that if you get enough health, you will turn into your werewolf version. And your werewolf version is stronger, faster, has a different projectile attack. And if you lose too much health, you return back to your human form, which is lesser in many ways.
Yeah.
And there's levels, there's bosses. You can pick up weapons that you can only use as a werewolf. Once again, just like in Werewolf.
I love it.
Let's see. There's this whole game though very much like is. How do you describe this style? The like Turrican style. The like we can do shading. We have access to a lot of colors, and goodness, we're going to use every single one of them.
Yeah, you're kind of right. Like I do love that Turrican is out there. I enjoyed everything that I played Turrican wise so far. It's very difficult though.
Yep. I'm just glad. I shout out to YobiGS who just made it to the boss and instantly died because the boss just you know, drops a bomb on the screen when he shows up.
Well, that's not nice.
Nope. Bosses aren't nice.
Oh.
Especially in this game.
Oh.
Yep. Also, there's...
Yeah.
Oh, please, no. I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
No, you said that this was, like, Werewolf. Is it by the same company as Werewolf?
I'm pretty sure it isn't. Like, this is not... This is the Data East thing, right? No, this is a...
Oh,
this
no,
is a Virgin
game over's
Games.
already.
Yep. And by the way, I told him, like, you feel free to use, like, as many continues as you can. And in hard difficulty, the number of continues is 0.
Uh-huh. So,
So yeah.
this company that made this is Core Design Limited. What I can see is that they made other games like Bubba and Sticks, which we've had on Ku5ogrande.
Oh no. Okay.
Wonder Dog for the Amiga.
Oh, I
Uh,
remember Wonder Dog.
yeah,
Wow.
they made a Monty Python's Flying Circus game.
Huh. The one for the NES or something else?
Let me see. No, for Amiga, Atari
okay.
ST, Commodore 64, DOS. They tended to be on those platforms early on. It wasn't until there were only a handful that got on Super Nintendo. I see that they got some credits for Chuck Rock. They developed that.
Oh. Whoa. Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
so this version, like this is the SNES port. I believe it's a port because there's a Sega Master System version, there's an Amiga version. One of the very specific things, and like I want to also explain right away, is so your character, your
Yes.
buddy Saul, his name is, can punch. That's your weapon. When you are a mere man, you can punch, and when you become the werewolf, then you can like shoot this like energy claw thing. In
Okay.
the Sega Master System version, I believe I spoke to like Glitchwitch about this, because she had played the Sega Master System version. I believe in that version, you have ammo for your claw shot when you're a werewolf. So you have to be careful with it. In this one, you don't. You can just shoot like psionic claws as much as you want. The only thing is you are limited to one per screen. So you have to wait until your shot leaves the screen before you can shoot again.
Okay, gotcha.
How now? Like you would think, okay, so yeah, like you can punch, and then every so often, like one of your punches will shoot out a claw, like so long as there's none on the screen. That is not how that works. How it works is you can punch and shoot out a claw, provided there's no other one on the screen.
I feel
So
like
if
that
you
would hurt,
shoot, yeah, I mean you're a werewolf, you can take it. But like
I suppose.
if you punch and then you shoot out an energy claw, as long as that claw is on the screen, you can't punch again. You can't attack. You are defenseless until your first shot leaves the screen.
Well, that's nice.
Yep, it is extremely awkward. Yes, a Verbally Wizard in chat tested this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for testing this.
Yeah, honestly, I think that I probably checked out some of the other versions of this game, or maybe not. I don't know. Like, this actually looks a lot better than what I remember playing.
You might have played a different version.
Maybe.
That could have been better. Who knows?
Oh, it might have been the Atari version. Okay.
Because in one of those games. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep talking.
Well, this actually looks fun. That's the difference. Like, this obviously is not the highest quality game since it's on Ku5ogrande, but I kind of want to play it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's just it is way more awkward to play than it looks. And a lot of the folks are using like the strategy of stand behind the boss and punch the back of his legs. And that works in the Sega Master System and the Atari version, I believe, in the Amiga version, sorry. But it does not work here because the boss will sometimes like go backwards and actually like hit you, which is something the boss doesn't do in the other versions. So it's a good strat, wrong port.
Wait, I'm really confused. I'm looking at the manual, the contents inside it, and this is the Super Nintendo manual, and in the contents, the list of things, under a whole bunch of things, it says keyboard controls. And I'm like, this game doesn't use a keyboard.
It sure doesn't.
Why does it say keyboard controls in the manual?
That's a good question. There's a thing also that, if you'll notice, I wonder if like any of the page numbers are correct. But there is a.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, like, go to page, let's see, like page 6 in the manual, like with the SNES controller and the buttons.
Oh yeah, that does line up with the contents. Okay, that one does line up.
So look at in controller operation. Look what it says for press the A button.
Press the A button to detonate a smart bomb.
Yeah. Now go to page 7, bottom right, and read the middle paragraph. Pressing
and holding the fire button will make Saul throw a smart bomb to the floor should he be carrying any. Are you... Which one's the lie?
Yeah. So the one that actually mentions the actual button name is the correct one. The other one, I believe, is a holdover from probably the Amiga version.
Yeah, I feel like they had the Amiga manual, and then they're like, we got to make a Super Nintendo manual, and someone's like, let's go ahead and give that to our janitor. Janitor, go ahead and do this. Like, I haven't even played the game. Oh, shut up. We don't even care. We don't care about this game. Just do it.
I mean, I understand that like stuff like this happens in localization when like you're literally given a list of here's every text that's in the game, no context, go.
But this was made in the U.S., wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Which is where I was going with like yeah. How does this? Probably just someone in a very hurry, just like. Ooh, double game over. That's good synchronicity.
Oh, it was made in the UK. Never mind, that's why. Okay.
Oh, so I guess it was localized.
Virgin
for US in some
is.
way?
Well, I mean, Virgin's in England. It would have still been in English.
Yeah, true. But I don't know. Maybe I wonder if they like relocalize it because some stuff gets relocalized for Quebec in French. So I'm not sure if it's the same thing for like UK and US English.
All of you over there in the UK, this development company was located in the city of Derby. I don't know where that is or how big it is. Apparently it is a reasonable... Whatever, my town's bigger than Derby. They've got a population of 12,000.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So this is like rural England.
Oh.
Let's make a werewolf video game.
Yeah, and or like make a muscled man video game where sometimes you get to be a werewolf. Also, by the way, you know that there's a big, there's a lot of room down on the screen for the health bar, and you don't really start with a lot of it. That's because there's pickups in the game that you can use to extend your maximum health bar. I'm not sure if we'll get to see them, but they're there. Absolutely.
So I'm being told Derby's not rural. Whatever. I've never been there. I can call it whatever I want.
I mean, you probably shouldn't if you're not from there.
They live under the ground in Derby, okay?
I don't think that's correct. I believe that is incorrect.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, right now we're seeing the second level, it looks like, this forest area, which honestly, it looks a little bit like a maze. They're going to have to figure out how to get through some of these trees and figure out where to go.
Absolutely. Also, Starman just got a power-up. As a wolf, you have access to different weapons, and you can cycle through them, and you have to use them before you can use your little claw again. But some of them, I believe, you can shoot more than once on the screen, and yep, there was spikes there.
So wait, the upgrades are bad?
No, they're okay, you're forced to use them. You cannot choose not to use them. You have to use them all up. You can't just switch to your very ineffectual little claw.
Okay. I mean... There are plenty of games that do that. It's a little bit annoying, but whatever. Video games do that from time to time.
Video games, they do that.
Well, at the same time, it could partly be to make it a challenge so that if you want to take one of these better weapons to the boss, you have to play extremely well.
Oh, that's true.
So it does actually add an element of challenge. It's just... I think there are better ways to do it.
Absolutely. Many ways. Gosh, there's the world is your oyster when you want to add challenge. For sure.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not opposed. I'm fine with that. Okay, it looks like BGS is moving on to the next stage as well. Starman Random is in this second boss fight. A nerd who just keeps teleporting.
Yep, when it's hard to animate someone walking, just have them teleport. That's what I would do.
Oh my gosh, you've got the pro dev strats. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, gosh, I would... Maybe we'll get to see some more pro dev strats from past me in the future.
Uh-oh. Okay, so... What I'm seeing here, this boss is really not very difficult, and technically you could just wait it out, stay in one place the entire time. It would take a long time, but it would be reliable. Do you want to risk your health in order to try to beat this guy faster, or take it a little bit slower?
you have so little health, and also you like again, you have no continues. I do believe you cannot earn them. If you get enough points, though, you get an extra life. There's also like you can get like the letters that form the word bonus. There's also the letters that form the word extra. There's like this game like there's
bonus
like
extra,
extra. There's
bonus.
so many bonuses. There's like 2 pages of bonuses. Like what page and a half of bonuses.
Oh my gosh!
Lovingly
Actually,
explained.
literally in the manual, yeah.
Yeah, I gave them the manual this time. They know this. I was nice.
Yeah, but who's gonna sit there? Actually, I probably would, because you need to know what's gonna give you extra lives. Are there continues at all in this? There are extends.
Yeah, there's continues in normal mode. You have no continues in hard mode. You cannot grab any more of them. You get 2 or 3 lives. Good luck.
Oh no! So lives are very important in hard.
Oh yeah,
mode.
absolutely. You need your life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's important. But yeah,
I mean,
you don't exactly get more of them. It's going to be a lot about like learning, like getting trolled by level 2, and then learning the first 2 levels down so that you can make it to like further with as much like health as possible or as many lives as possible, and then keep going. Also, the I believe level 3 and 4, because there's 5 levels in this game. There's like that's it. But level 3 and 4 each like are sort of like multiple levels. They kind of keep going for some reason.
Yeah.
So you get a few more levels than what it says on the tin, which I think is pretty good. If a game says
cool
like
with
over
that.
5 levels, I mean, the game says over
And
4
it's-
levels, you figure, oh, it's 5 levels. But no, this is more like, I don't know, 7-ish, 8 maybe? It's pretty good.
Good. I feel like they're less manipulative over there in the UK than over here. Like, if we said more than 5 levels, it would be like 5 levels and a bonus stage that lasts for 10 seconds. Yeah, that's how we roll over here in the USA.
Also, hey, Starman, they have reached level 3.
Nice.
Look at that. It's a bunch of infested ruins, I guess? Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Oh, those are bugs. I thought they were flowers.
No, we should be so lucky.
I like this level a little less then. Oh, like,
Yeah.
wow, they're very dull-looking flowers, but they're kind of pretty. No, it's bugs.
We might not get to see it for very long though.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's very low on health.
Gotta watch out for the ceiling maggot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, surprise spikes. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh, that just reminded me of a story of my grandpa. Yeah, he's game over. Hey, 2 continues is what I saw.
Oh, okay. In that case, Starman did not select hard mode. Starman has reverted to normal mode.
Ooh,
I
that
believe that's what happened.
is rough. Yeah, that's
Yeah, because you're not supposed to get continues in hard mode.
Yeah, we definitely need to let Starman know in Discord. So let's go ahead and bother him.
Bother.
Oh my gosh, how did my keyboard change to Portuguese? Ah. No, I locked it. Okay, let's see. I hope I didn't ruin the stream. Da 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 da. Okay, I'm back. How do I even do this? Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. No, it's. Okay, Starman has been informed.
Okay, good.
So
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and see what is going on.
Yep, unfortunately. Yeah, this is a risk. I think you have to reset the difficulty every time. I think it's one of those games.
Okay, I am telling him, go ahead and make a save state. Go check to make sure the difficulty got changed. Because, yeah, that would be a pretty big setback. At the same time, now that Starman knows the general layout of the levels, he'll still be able to catch up. back to where he was before. I would say that not a total loss. It's just a little bit frustrating for that to happen.
Yep, it had reset back itself to normal. You should probably... Yep, fair enough.
Okay, and just to confirm, he did change it to hard?
Yep, I just saw it. Okay.
Good.
It happens. Sometimes, you know, there's some games that will just remember it. I guess this one doesn't. Okay, and Kate has, like, made sure to let everyone know, like, yep, if you reset, you have to manually set it back to hard.
Yep. Welcome to...
And, hey!
The Super Nintendo. I don't know. Most Super Nintendo games, you had to do that. That's just sort of the standard. If you want anything other than the default settings, change it every time you play.
But hey, I believe Mickey did okay. Wow, Mickey McMike onto level 3. That's pretty incredible.
Very nice. Definitely taking a lot of damage, though. Question. I see a lot of numbers on the screen, but I'm not sure what is the life counter.
Life counter is the one next to the like 5 pixel by 5 pixel face. It's okay.
Oh, that is a face.
That is a face. It's sort of a face. It's yeah.
Okay, and smart bombs are under that?
Yep, smart bombs. You have smart bombs you can use to, like, you know, just because they're a fun thing. SNES has like multiple buttons. Might as well use them. But again, no, right. This yeah, you had another. Yeah, you could just hold fire button in the other versions. I don't know. Like, smart bombs are fun. Maybe though. I don't know. Maybe smart bombs are a thing where you're like, oh gosh, sometimes this game gets a little bit too much. We could adjust stuff, tune difficulty. What if we just gave them some smart bombs? There you go. Fun new mechanic. Yay. And then, like, oh, we like that. Let's just keep that. That's fine.
Just so everybody knows as well, if you're playing one of these games and you do happen to run into one of those things where you accidentally set settings wrong and you have to start over at the beginning, yes, it is a setback to some degree, but there's also the fact that now that you know some of the layout of the level, it's going to be recoverable. Honestly, I'd say Starman is not out of this at all.
I doubt it, especially considering this is one of those games where you're going to have multiple runs. So...
Oh, yeah.
Knowledge is important.
Yo, BGS, getting a full game over, just wanting to make sure. I'm going to keep my eye on the screen and see if Yo BGS is able to change the settings.
I'm also keeping an eye on Mickey Mike to see what happens. I rarely get to see this level.
You rarely get to see the bug level. I want to see the bugs. Freaking Blathers would hate this level. Can you imagine?
Blathers. Okay, Blathers freaks out when you give him a hermit crab, but is fine with a crawfish. Like, Blathers is in a pedantic prison of his own making. It's only
then again, he kind of worries a little bit with how many legs the crawfish has, and he starts sweating some. So I would say that he's not inconsistent. It's just that he first classifies it as a fish and then is like, wait a second.
I wonder, because maybe, like, is Blathers just really, like, doesn't like it when you bring him stuff you caught with a net? Maybe that's it. And like, oh, did you use a fishing rod? Okay, good, perfect. Yeah, use a net. Oh. I wonder if that's like how taxonomy works in Animal Crossing.
I don't think so.
A bug is anything you catch with a net.
Well, I mean, actually, I'd say the programming behind it, yes, because you can scare off cherry petals.
Yeah.
If you try to catch them with a net and you miss, they disappear.
Will leave.
They run away, yeah. So I would say, programming-wise, 100% correct, yes. Anything you catch with a net is a bug.
Yep. Oh yeah, folks in the chat are bringing up, maybe he just doesn't like the plastic containers you put bugs in.
Well, then give us something better. No, he doesn't mind, because he'll take what the fish are in. And I'm pretty sure you're not running around with full fish tanks. You're running around with fish Tupperware. Slap them in there.
Oh, also, okay, so Blue Wizard pointing out that Mike, for a brief moment, had the best weapon in the game because it pierces.
Ooh.
However, Mike has returned to a mere human, but weapons in this one usually like stick around. So if you still have ammo for like the big weapons and you turn back into a werewolf, you should still have them.
Oh,
I
nice.
think that's how that works. I believe. 'Cause I know if you pick them up and then you werewolfify, then you can use them.
I kind of dig that. That's awesome.
Mm.
I bring fish home in a bag of water. Hey, don't tell me what to do. Mickey McMike appears to be moving on.
Yep, made it to the next part of level 3.
Wait, seriously?
Yep. Yeah, it's just this that level gets a checkpoint because it's too long.
Well, why not give a hallway to go
goodbye.
through instead of just like warping you at some stupid, pointless point? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. But
I believe Mickey McMike is definitely in the lead because that was like made it into like 3B.
that was huge. Yeah.
Pretty dang good. It's pretty dang good.
Yeah, Mickey is definitely in the lead. I'd say Yo BGS appears to be in second, Triscore in third, Starman Random in fourth, although I expect Starman Random to move up to third, second, or maybe even first. I fully expect a change in places. By the way, this is a 7-point round, which means that all of the players need to take third or higher in order to move on to the next round. That means fourth place, they're going to be eliminated. They won't have enough points to make it into the bracket, which, frankly, sometimes is a reprieve. It's a little helpful.
Yeah, you know, like having made it like pretty far in like the last one, like that had some serious effect with my like just health because it made me so stressed out. So yeah, I get it. Sometimes you just want to like, you know what? I did pretty good. I was not the best werewolf, but you know, I gave it my best shot.
You know what? You're an okay werewolf to me.
Aww.
Yeah, everybody giving werewolf love to each other. Never mind. Let's move on to the manual real quick because there is a story here.
Yes, it's so good. It's yes. Also, the contrast between the art of that little story and the art on the manual is like stark.
Yeah, let's say it looks like manga art, kind of, but the manual cover has this realistic photo of a man in a werewolf's eye. It's beautiful. It's so good. Okay, so introduction. Sometime in the future, for 3 decades, Cal Morrow has been regarded as Cal. I suppose my name is Cal. Cal Morrow has been regarded as one of the world's leading scientists, pushing back the barriers of biogenetic research with a force that few have equaled. His many medical breakthroughs have resulted in the eradication of several major fatal diseases and have increased human longevity by over 40 years. His research has had far-reaching effects, touching the areas of agriculture, deep sea and space exploration, sport, and military technology. What? Why? Like, did he make a new golf ball?
Yes.
He's like, golf is now more technological than it ever was.
No, it hints at the possibility of werewolf sports.
Werewolf sports.
Yeah.
I feel like people would usually end up dead by the end of most of those.
Not if everyone is a werewolf.
Yeah, this is definitely him just listing all his credentials. It's like, okay.
Yeah,
but
much.
If I call your employer Cal, will they say you mauled them to death?
This might just be like, well, the best the best ever job of like just dressing up your resume that I've seen.
Yeah, and I interned for President Obama. I'm surprised I don't see that on his list here. Okay, for the past 5 years, Morrow has worked for the government. Maybe he did work for Obama. Oh my gosh. Morrow has worked for the government, perfecting advanced gene splicing techniques, which allow the alteration of the human form in ways never before imagined. Okay, more CV stuff. In particular, he has worked on the development of psychic powers such as telekinesis and levitation, and the combination of human and animal physiology to create a new breed of life form, a perfect war machine, augmented by animal instinct, within a body that is immune to pain. Okay, stop your resume. Stop it. This is driving me crazy. Within a body that is immune to pain and capable of incredible feats of physical strength and psychic power.
They're not just werewolves, they're psychic werewolves.
Psychic werewolves. Totally adaptable to its environment. A force of such warriors would be unstoppable. Maro's research has been conducted at the Kepler Observatory. Why? Why is it listing where he did his research? Who cares? Talk about the story. Mara's research has been conducted at the Kepler Observatory on a remote island somewhere in the southern Pacific. Go ahead.
I just want to say, Kepler Observatory, where is it? I'll just call them up and confirm your story. Like, it's somewhere in the southern Pacific.
Somewhere.
But there's a picture like next to that paragraph that shows like the werewolf and like with the big 2 giant like rings on either side of the arms, but also just out of frame there's a snake person and there's an octopus person. And
I see. Like,
it would have been cool to see those, but I guess we just play the werewolf.
Who wants to play as an octopus human? I don't. Gross.
I don't know. Sometimes you want to be a squid or a kid.
Well, I mean, look, being an octopus is fine. Being a squid kid, whatever. Like, I'm trying to think, there's that one indie game that came out recently on Steam where you're an octopus, and it's sort of a Kirby-like game. Really, really good, I would say. But I don't want to be... What?
Squidlet?
No.
Because that's pretty good.
No. I think it has a Japanese name for the title.
Okay.
Because the guy who made it is a weeb. Or possibly Japanese, I'm not sure. I'm pretty... Save Me, Mr. Taco, yeah.
Mr. Taco, yes, of course it's Mr. Taco.
Yeah, Save Me, Mr. Taco, it's so good. I still need to beat it, but it's been really, really good. Okay.
So anyway, we are still on page 1 of this 3-page epic.
There are 3 pages. I don't know if we need all of this.
It gets so good though.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I can pick it up if you want.
I can go a little bit more. We're half an hour into this, by the way, and it looks like Yo BGS is on to the 3rd stage.
Heck yeah.
With 1 extra life, so not too bad, not too shabby.
Yeah.
Okay, his location has been kept secret. He's still talking about himself.
Observatory.
Oh my gosh. Well, somewhere in the southern Pacific.
Yeah.
Okay. His location has been kept secret due to the sensitive nature of his work, and because of it, his family, his wife, and their 2 sons have lived with him under constant guard. However, not long ago, his whereabouts were uncovered by the international terrorist organization, Chimera. You know, why is everything always named after the main character in these types of games? Because Chimera is a combination of two different things.
Yep.
So, and guess what? A Wolfchild is a combination of a wolf and a child.
To me, this is just Chimera going like, hey, that's our gimmick. Don't go combining people with animals. That's us. We're Chimera. And then, of course, they do bad guy stuff.
We want a Wolfchild ourselves!
Yeah, they're evil. Absolutely evil. Okay. Led by the fanatical Carl Drax, a confirmed sociopath possessing natural telekinetic abilities. Everybody is psychic in this. Everybody has mind powers. Chimera has perpetrated many acts of terrorism throughout the world. Analysis of Drax's own persona and the nature of these incidents has led experts to one conclusion, that through Chimera, Drax is pursuing his own megalomaniac fantasy of world domination. By the way, Yo BGS just got a game over. Mickey McMike is on to 3-1 here as well. I believe Mickey has been here before, right? And made it to the transition. So,
yep.
Honestly, Mickey appears to still be in the lead. Yo BGS in second. We'll have to see how Starman and Triscor are able to proceed through this.
First boss, still a big jerk.
Yeah.
Also very exploded.
By the way, until recently, it was never believed that Drax could ever realize his dream.
Everyone was shooting him down. They were like, "Oh, Drax trying to take over the world. You're never gonna make it, buddy."
Yeah, you nerd. You don't even have hair, nerd. Actually, no, you have a little hair, and you put it in, like, you made a man bun out of it almost.
Yeah, I mean, don't knock people who don't have hair. Like, there's lots of options.
Can I knock people with man buns?
You can knock him for just like being a fanatical like world takeover jerk. I think that's why.
Look, I always thought I was going to be bald by the time I was 30, okay? Because my mother's father, yeah, he went bald like as soon as he turned 20. It was like, whoop, gone. But I'm still rocking hair. I'm happy. I don't doubt that I'll lose some of it at some point, but I'm doing okay hair-wise.
That's pretty good. I'm the one. I was the first one in my family to lose most of my hair.
Oh,
like,
no.
Yeah, but then you know what's good? Wigs. Wigs are pretty dang good, turns out. So I've just been living the like.
You have a wig?
I have way too many. Yeah, all
I
of my
thought
hair
you just
is
had
wigs.
awesome hair.
No, like I lost most of my hair. It's like all the hair I ever wear is always wigs.
Oh,
I have like
love
dozens
that.
and dozens of them.
I actually like. Would I ever wear a wig? I don't know. I also really like bald dudes. Like, I'm totally down with the baldness. Okay, baldness rocks. It's like if you're bald or you got red hair, you got it going. Okay, that's that's the best kind of hair, red or none. Although your blue hair, yeah, let's just say I don't see much blue hair out in the wild. It's rockin', Sandra.
Thank you. It's great also because I'm very easy to spot in the crowds. When I go to conventions and stuff, people can easily like find me.
Yeah, I'm totally a fan of baldness though. Except like if you're halfway between George Costanza and Jerry Seinfeld in baldness, yeah, maybe you need to get to the full baldness a little bit faster.
That is a very difficult look.
The mid stage, it is rough.
Very challenging. It is like I have seen very few people like do it well.
Yeah,
I think I've seen a couple, but I can't seem to remember right now. But yeah, it's like, gosh, style is a lot. It's just so hard. So I guess I mean, but it should not be a reason for you to start like a world takeover organization, Drax. Just work out your problems, like go to therapy. Don't take over the world using Chimera.
Go to therapy. Don't take over the world. Lessons from Ku5ogrande, yeah. Okay, until recently, it was never believed that Drax could ever realize his dream. 36 hours ago, Chimera made an attack on the Kepler Observatory and kidnapped Cal Morrow. The attack was...
no!
Yeah, well, as soon as you start talking about the Kepler Observatory, somebody can go on Google and find out where it is, okay?
Yeah.
I assure you, you moron. The attack was swift and totally overwhelmed Morrow's security force. There were no survivors. Except for Cal.
Yeah, I guess.
So the manual lies right there. Morrow's wife and eldest son were brutally murdered before his eyes. Well, that's nice. Okay.
Wait, does that mean they brutally murdered his wife and kids and then his eyes? Or, okay, no, in front of him. Okay.
For him to see. Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
At the time of the attack, Mara's youngest son, Saul, was at sea conducting oceanographic research for his father. Ooh, another thing for the resume. My son is an oceanographer. But by the time he had reached the island, Chimera had long gone, leaving the observatory in ruins. Frantically, he searched for his family, finally discovering his mother's body slumped in the hallway. Through tears of grief and anger, he clutched her broken form, swearing vengeance on the perpetrators of this terrible act.
Yeah, that's some classic fridging there.
Oh, yeah. Making his way to his father's secret laboratory, concealed deep below the island, he reviewed security tapes of the attack. Wait, so my understanding right now is that we're not playing the father. Instead, we're playing the oceanographer.
You're playing the Wolfchild. You're playing the child. We get to the wolf part, like, in the next couple of paragraphs.
No, it's like the father was so diverse. What, he did military technology, sport technology. The kid's like, oh, I love fish. Duh.
Yep.
Hey, Dad.
Like, this is classic JoJo, like, third season. Like, it's not about the father anymore. It's about the son who really likes fish and is going to get some incredible powers and then is going to, like, have a great big adventure somewhere in the world, make a bunch of friends. It's not in this game. You don't make friends. You just beat people up.
Hey, Dad. Fish have gills. Yeah, thank you, son. I'm working on world peace, so, go play with your fish a little bit more. Leave me alone. They had a rough relationship, Wolfchild and Wolf Dad.
I want to hear more about Wolf Mom, though. It's sad there's, like,
she's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it's the 90s. Unfortunately, if there's a female in the story, they either die or get kidnapped. It's pretty standard for the time.
Unfortunate. Gotta write the better stuff. Gotta write the world you want to be in. One where everyone can be a werewolf. Werewolf is also just a hard word to say.
Being a she-werewolf would be pretty okay. No, I very much I'd be a dude werewolf, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to ask the question,
But,
important.
Like, if I had to choose between just being a dude and being a she-werewolf.
Yeah,
I think I would choose that.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I get that's when it gets, like, real tricky.
I'm 100% fine with that. Okay.
It's like when someone says, like, someone asked me, like, hey, Xandra, what if, like, someone, like, was just, like, turning people into cat girl? Would you be up for it? And I asked, like, well, is there a mouse girl option? Says, nope, cat girl or nothing. Like,
I'd still go cat girl.
I gotta say, yeah,
as long as I don't look mostly human and just have cat ears, because that would be so disappointing. Absolutely.
Yeah, then we get to the discussion about, like, okay, we're on the slider.
By the way, Mickey is really enjoying these slopes as well as the swinging balls in this stage, and the bug. Okay, go away, spider. I don't like you.
There's just, I don't like bugs. Personally, I have a very skittish, reaction to them. So this level is just a little bit unnerving.
Okay.
Thankfully, there's other levels to look at right now.
Oh, you should. Ooh. Okay, you should definitely not teach English at the university here. Let me tell you about bugs. Simply put, most of the classrooms in the English building here have regular infestations of box elder bugs.
No!
Now, box elder bugs are actually completely peaceful. They don't hurt anybody. They just kind of fly around, and sometimes you see two of them attached, and you're like, well, that's nice. I didn't really need to learn biology in my English class, but that's what we're doing here. And yeah, they just sort of crawl around, fall on the floor, and sometimes fly. And that's literally all they do. Absolutely harmless. But when you're in the middle of teaching and you're in a room, you can guarantee every class period there's going to be a bug flying at someone's face, and they're going to freak out. It is amazing. Oh, yeah, I think it's pretty funny. It's a good way to sort of break the tension with bugs.
Also, I just wanted, so something that we've been we're still not through the story, by the way.
Oh my gosh, we're not.
But a lot of the enemies now, we're getting into the nitty gritty. Like, a lot of the enemies are part animal because, of course, Drax has stolen our dad's research and our dad along with it. And that's where we're we're getting to fight a bunch of animal folks.
Honestly, all of the players are making solid progress right now.
Yeah.
Starman is definitely a little bit behind the others stage-wise, but again, no continues. It's fully expected somebody is going to be back behind. The others currently on stage 3, though. Mickey, I'm not sure if this is stage 4 or just stage 3-2.
Oh, it is. I believe it is still 3-2. Stage 4 has a different tile set.
How do you get out of this pit?
That's a good question.
Oh, you kill the bugs. Okay, that works.
Yep, that's the boss. Bam! Level 4.
The bugs are dead. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you
suppose
just have to fight too many spiders.
I can go ahead and read a little bit more of this manual because we're almost
Yeah.
done with the story. We're so close. Okay. Making his way to his father's secret laboratory concealed deep below the island. He reviewed security tapes of the attack. Wait, so if he was on the elevator, does he just pull up like his smartphone and look, and he's like, okay, here are the security tapes. His rage grew. Oh, yeah?
I'm guessing this was actual security tapes because, like, even though this is like 40 years into the future, this was like made in the 90s. So I guess they just couldn't like just figure like it's probably going to be tapes. Maybe people just still use the term tapes. It's archaic, but you know, it's like the save icon being a diskette. No one uses them anymore, but it's still like, yeah, that's the save icon.
We still
Why
say
do they call them
security tapes. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, his rage grew as he watched his father being dragged away helpless, his family slaughtered in full view of the camera's impassioned gaze. There was no choice. Saul was going to rescue his father and seek vengeance on Chimera, but although he was a considerable athlete slash oceanographer...
This is JoJo Part 3, like literally. No.
No, don't say that. This is not... Look, JoJo Part 3, his father was definitely still alive, okay?
That's true. Yeah, no, it's not actually the same thing.
But although he was a considerable athlete, he was no match for them. Unless he make himself so.
Unless he make himself so.
Accessing his father's computer files, he uncovered Project Wolfchild. A genetic program designed to create a lycanthropic warrior. A human with the ability to transform into a powerful man-wolf with awesome psychic powers. With such strength, he would have a fighting chance. Activating the program, he stepped into the transmutation booth. Dun dun dun.
And that's it. Yep. The I appreciate that like they explain again what like the whole like wolf person thing is. Like, oh, in case you forgot, because it was like 2 pages ago, here's how this works. And it is like pretty advanced. That you just press a button, hop in a booth, and like bam, you're a werewolf.
Yeah, they might have them in malls in the future, you know? You just go down to the transformation booth, you know?
Yeah, but it's a big decision, so you absolutely shouldn't mull it over.
Nah, just do it. Starman is resetting. I'm a little bit concerned about Starman because it's been a while since he's managed to get caught back up to stage 3, and the others have definitely made it to stage 3. Mickey on stage 4.
Yep. Also, Mickey made it past the auto scroller elevator, and I just want to show like YoBGS like pulling like a really really cool move of picking up the power-up that turns you into a werewolf and using the iframes of transforming into a werewolf to just like bypass a rolling boulder. That was pretty cool.
I really approve of that. That's fantastic. I'm not sure it's something that like most people would be able to just plan right on the spot, but hey, if it accidentally happens to you and you realize that is a huge plus for you.
Yeah, it's like turning into a werewolf. It's not always something you can plan, but if it happens to you, heck yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm really glad we have this game because I was tempted, but I also...
Octopus. Oh.
I also
Surprise octopus.
Yeah, go. Oh, geez, octopus people. They're after you. Oh, those are horrifying. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Sorry, I just wanted to point out the octopus. Please carry on.
I mean, appreciate it. It's like Octodad, except grosser. And deader. Oh, Octodad, that is a classic. So good. It's also really fun to play multiplayer.
Oh, is that like every player like controls a different limb?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice. Sometimes you're multiple people in a body, and that's okay.
What? No.
You know, like
that
when you play
doesn't sound
multiplayer
okay.
and Different strokes for different folks.
Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to think. It's like Power Rangers. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah,
Octodad
exactly.
is just octopus-based Power Rangers. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh. Mickey McMike is like just doing a like. Oh, how do you pronounce it? Mickey McMike, Mickey Mike Mike.
I'd say Mickey McMike.
Okay.
Maybe it's Mickey Mike Mike.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm always bad at pronunciation stuff, so I just like figure like everyone else but me obviously knows more than I do.
Like, how come people don't just have names that are like Sarah? That would be so much easier. Oh,
What if everyone was named Sarah?
Richard at the top left is just doing fantastic. See, nobody's gonna be like Rychard. Rychard.
You know, I don't know. It depends on like which language you learn first and like where you're coming from.
And if you're a Pokemon.
It could be. Yeah. Oh gosh, Pokemon. Yes. Like Richard accidentally got a hold of a Firestone and now has become Rychard.
Rychard.
Spews Fire now is still a pretty good accountant, but also just spews fire. You know.
A
Just,
pretty good accountant. He's crunching the numbers and crunching your face. Rychard.
oh, that's pretty good. That would be a good promo. That's pretty good. Having participated in some fake wrestling in my day, I would absolutely like to
Wait.
manage the dragon accountant.
Okay, you can't just say you participated in fake wrestling and then not tell us more. Did you wrestle?
In a manner of speaking, yes, I was part of the League of Heels, which is on current hiatus. It was like the League of Video Game Wrestling at PAX, like makers of events such as PAXomania, the PAX Rumble. I was I made a poster for them once, and then Pat Bear spun it and gave me the nickname of the Merch Boss. And then one show later, I was making like all of the promo material as the Merch Boss with my sidekick, the Merchador.
Oh my gosh.
That lasted for like a couple of years. I wrestled once. I didn't actually wrestle. I chickened out and called in my mouse maid, to wrestle in my absence. I switched costumes behind while they were calling the names.
By the
It was
way,
fun.
I see somebody stopping on by, Professor Ashley, giving us a host. Ashley,
Huh?
I'm relatively sure that you teach over at the University of Utah. Is that right? Because if so, the games that people made over there this last semester were fantastic, okay? And if it's not you, then oops, okay, never mind. Did I say really nasty things about plural folk? No,
Yeah,
you
multiple
can...
folks in one body. It can happen. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just it's perspective, matter of perspective.
Multiple folk in one body. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Okay, my apologies if I upset anybody. But I didn't mean to. There we go. You can have like
I think this was a misunderstanding of the concept of multiple people in one body. It does.
yeah, mostly like if I'm just controlling legs, you're going to be walking all over the place, okay?
Yeah, no, it's not real life is not Octodad.
Yeah.
Is the important takeaway.
Real life is not Octodad, 100%. Did I make a lewd joke? No. Oh my gosh, never mind. Let's get back to the game.
It's usually my stuff. I usually inadvertently make lewd jokes.
Yeah, I definitely do not mean to say anything that is knocking on anybody except for Andy. So, and if you're here, Andy, you're a nerd. So
Gosh,
we're
the OBGS is just making a lot of progress in stage 3.
Oh yeah, Mickey is really plowing through this. By the way,
By the well.
Mickey is doing a fantastic job honestly, I don't think anybody has a chance of passing him right now, which means Yo BGS could definitely move into second place. I don't know if he's already passed Triscore, though.
I
don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be... I guess... Does anyone have, like, a second opinion? Oh, if you're soft lock, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You can just pause and press A and B, and you just restart the level. You also lose a life, so that's bad. But yeah, that's why they made this.
Aha. Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Ah.
Okay, so remember, when the hour hits, whoever made the most progress at any given point during the match will take the victory here. Now, usually, you know, it's more like if you're running a race, it's just seeing how far you can get. Yes, there are other people racing it, but, you know, usually don't worry about them. Worry about how you are doing. And also, yeah, it's too easy to play mind games to think that if you're doing bad, somebody has definitely passed you. Because, honestly, a lot of these games are hard. A lot of them are tricky. You're going to run into walls.
Yeah, like back when I was competing, like I would become a master of psyching myself out before the match even began. Like like the mental aspect of playing in competition, especially when like this, it's a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Also, I think YoBGS is now at the boss of stage 3 too.
You know, here's the deal. We've talked about a lot of positive things about this game, because look, you turn into a werewolf and you get shot.
Yeah.
You did talk about how some of the mechanics are janky or frustrating. You know, you're supposed to be powered up as the wolf, but occasionally you feel powerless just because your shot is still flying through the screen and you can't attack anything else. Is there anything else you would say is necessarily bad with this one?
Yeah, stuff like Triscorpus might show it. There's some parts of this game where, just miraculously dodge them. There's a lot of parts in this game that just have spikes where you're about to land for no reason than just to, hurt you.
Okay, so blind falls.
Exactly. Lots of blind falls. There's lots of, you can make bad decisions in this game through no fault of your own. And there's, it seems like a very hard game to... it might be an okay speedrun. I think it's pretty fast as a speedrun, but as a casual playthrough, it gets rough, and it has a slight jank flavor of some of the features in this game are there just so it doesn't come apart at the seams.
Yeah.
And it's serviceable. It looks pretty good. It's all right.
Yeah, I love the art. Look at the parallax for the Super Nintendo on Mickey McMike's screen, for example. We've got 3 main layers: the front sprite layer, the middle one that moves a little bit slower, the back one that moves much slower. I love the look.
Yep, but also there's also stuff where in the auto scroller with the spike ceilings, you can just get funneled into an unwinnable scenario. But yeah, it's okay. It is this game would probably not be round 2 is probably the latest this game could be
I think so. Yeah,
it
could still be fun. This game is still fun, is what I would say. It's just it's got some critical flaws in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's not without its charm, but it's also it is kind of wild. Folks, I recommend just if you have access to it, just try it. Give it a look-see, because the feel of being restricted to one single attack while in werewolf form is just that is incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because I was frustrated with it. I think that overall I didn't enjoy the experience when I was trying to play through it. Gotta be honest, Andrew.
Back of the box quote: I did not enjoy the experience.
I don't think they would have put that on the back.
Enjoy the experience.
Wow.
Signed, Broshetia.
Wow, that is slander. You want to go to court over that one?
Probably.
Oh
no,
my gosh.
Right. UK slander laws and libel laws are extremely rough. So no, you do absolutely do not want to risk that. Oh, hey, I think Mickey McMike might just be at the boss.
Yeah, he's on the shrimp boss. What?
Yeah. Or is that a shellfish? What's that? Crawfish. Is that a crawfish?
No, I don't think it's a crawfish. I'm pretty sure it's a shrimp of sorts. It's got the tail and everything.
Do shrimps have little claws?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. It's been a long time. Oh, people are saying prawn. It might be a prawn. I don't know. Does the manual say? It talked all about this guy's father's resume. Let's see if it actually talks about anything that's in the game.
Yeah, what is his dad's name again? Cal Morrow.
Yeah, Cal Morrow.
Hey, oh my gosh, there we go. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna catch up to actually make it to level 5 in the next minute and a half. No, wait, actually, this might just still be more level 4. I think this is just more level 4.
Okay, they're just fish mutants. That's what I see.
Mutants?
Fish mutants.
Yeah, fish mutants or mutants.
Oh no! Game over for Mickey, but nobody's passing that point. Mickey has a solid lead. Yo BGS has made it to stage 4, by the way.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Mickey McMike has 2 continues. Oh no! Mickey McMike was playing normal difficulty.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, everybody, this is the plot twist that we did not want to have. Mickey, unfortunately, is not playing on hard, which is the required difficulty that we gave out.
Which means this run, because Mickey McMike was absolutely playing in hard difficulty earlier. So this run is invalidated, but did he make it far enough on a previous hard difficulty run?
Yeah, we definitely need to go back and check the tapes.
Yeah.
The tapes.
The tapes.
Yeah, the security tapes.
Are calling. Yeah, go back to the security tapes. The Twitch security tapes.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
this would be the biggest heartbreaker.
I know. To be fair though, like this game is like a little bit like just going back into the options, like selecting hard is easy to overlook. I don't think this was a malicious in any way, but it is like, well, we have to make sure. Like, only runs that were in hard difficulty count.
Well, that is it. We have hit time, Xandra.
Rest in peace, noble werewolf.
Oh my gosh.
Ow.
Sorry, werewolf. We love you. Sort of. I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Okay, I'm being told that Mickey's last hard run ended at the start of 3-2.
Ooh. Oh, that is rough.
Oh my gosh, that is a last-second turnaround. So it would be... Can YoBGS just like,
Oh, by the way, Kate is asking them to pause the game and hold for instructions, so I'm not going to do anything. By the way, Kate is our referee here. He does a fantastic job to make sure that things are as fair as possible. So we are just checking real quick to make sure that things are correct.
Yep. I think Kate is like basically going to ask the runners to like just die and see if the continue screen or the game over screen comes up.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure as far as I know, you gain extra lives, but you do not gain continues.
Like, there are things in the game that do give you extends, that do give you continues, but you say they don't exist on the harder difficulties. So let's go ahead and see.
Let's go ahead and double. Okay, so game over. That is confirmed. Absolutely hard mode. So yeah, so basically, as far as I know, because like, yeah, if YoBGS made it that far and did not earn a single continue, because like,
hard.
Okay. Because it says, okay, so yeah, if you get to 20,000 points, completion of, if you finish extra, you get an extra life. As far as I know, there's no way to get more continues. The plot thickens indeed.
Oh, baby. Yeah, the plot is definitely a little tricky.
He was on hard?
It looks like Mickey was indeed on hard, which means that telling one of our players, Starman, to reset may not have been a difficulty thing, but it may have been. Like, we definitely should go back and check. However, as far as I can tell, Mickey likely takes the victory here. And yeah, it looks like hard mode can earn continues if that is the case here.
Oh,
geez.
wow. What a plot twist within twist. I am so sorry.
Plot
I
twist.
was not expecting this. I'm such a fool. I trusted the manual.
Don't trust the manual.
I
Never
trusted the manual.
Look, it tells you 2 different ways to use the smart bomb. Don't trust the manual.
I trusted the manual.
It also says that there are keyboard controls, and this is the Super Nintendo. Well, I think that, we're going to go ahead and work out what we want to do with this, because...
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fairly clear once we look at the tape, like, at the start, like, of each run, like, folks went into the options to set the difficulty, so we'll know. Like, once we look at it, it's going to be fairly, like, easy to see, and every time someone was to continue, we stopped them. So if like no one ever used any continues, then that is, I believe, like some sort of fair level playing field. Since we stopped people whenever they would continue, so it just comes down to did they actually set hard difficulty? Then it just becomes the however furthest you get on hard without using continues. I think that is the condition everyone was observing, because we never stopped them before then.
True. I'm bringing in Mickey, by the way, here. Hello, Mickey. Hey, welcome on in. Every once in a while, everybody who's watching, we do run into one of these situations with games. Simply put, when you have various games that go all over the place, every once in a while you run into an issue that you never would have expected. And I think this is one of those. Welcome to the classic situation, Xandra.
Yeah.
But
I was confused about the one continue thing because I verified both times I was on hard, yet I had 2.
That is what? Okay, then maybe, gosh.
Yeah.
Maybe you can earn that. At least, like I said, at least no one ever used, like, this was the how far you can get on one without continuing. At least everyone did that. So
True.
In that optic.
But here's the deal. You did really well, though. You definitely made the most progress out of any of the players, even if this match ends up having some sort of decision where points don't necessarily count for this round. We'll have to see exactly what's done here in order to clear up the confusion, but you made a really good push. What did you think of the game, Mikey?
Mickey. At the start, I was having a hard time getting grasp on controls. I feel like I was either punching too low or too high, and I didn't even know how to transform. But then once I got a grasp on stage 1, it actually ran pretty smooth for me.
Yep. Honestly, I kind of like the way that this game looks. I remember playing it a little bit, and I didn't necessarily like it too much, but it seems fairly fun despite some of the flaws that the game has.
I was actually having a lot of fun, and the music's really good too, so...
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Listen, that wasn't a problem.
I love the music there. It was fantastic, yeah. Were there any big problems that you noticed with the game?
Hitboxes could be a little weird, specifically on breakable objects, because I would have to jump and then try to shoot not at the peak of the jump if I wanted to break them to keep progressing. But otherwise, it actually ran pretty smooth.
Very nice, very nice. Honestly, for everything that's happening on screen, Super Nintendo tends to run into issues with lag, with things slowing down, but there really wasn't any of this in this game. It ran smooth, it keeps, the mechanics stay fairly similar. I'd say the biggest sin is probably the blind jumps or drops that you have to do at times, just because there are spikes down below, and those are going to mess you up. There's no way to know that those are coming.
Yeah, I think I lost my transformation 2 or 3 times to just falling into a spike pit that I couldn't see.
Yeah. Yeah, and that would probably be the biggest issue there.
Also, weapon select didn't work for me at all. I don't know if that was a controller issue on my part or if I just actually couldn't change in the moment.
It's supposed to basically, if you pick up... So, okay. The way weapon select actually works is if you pick up more than one additional weapon, you can cycle through them. But if you have at least one special weapon, you cannot unselect it. You have to use all of your special weapons until you go back to the regular shot.
Okay, I think it was just I was using all of my special before I got the next one, and that's why I could never change.
That's probably what was happening.
So, yeah, we're having to decide exactly what we want to do. Okay. Wait, am I on normal? Yep. So, seriously, you did a fantastic job. Mickey, I'm glad that you were able to show up and show us pretty far into the game. Is there anything that you're streaming these days? Anything going on your side of the world?
Not currently. I haven't been streaming for a while, but when I get back to streaming, I'm thinking about streaming Yakuza 0.
Ooh.
That'll probably be my comeback game for when I start streaming again.
Oh, that's such a good game. Highly recommended.
I've heard a lot of good things, and I've been wanting to get into it, but I'm trying to clear out some games that I have in progress before I start.
Yeah, I think that is fantastic. Go try out Yakuza 0. Enjoy getting a chicken. I think I got the chicken. What?
That's no. No, you're right. That's nothing to balk.
There's a chicken friend. You make friends with a chicken. Go get your chicken.
With some of the other things I've heard about Yakuza, I'm not surprised.
All right, we are going to have to move on to the next game. Thank you so much, Mickey. Thank you, Xandra, for choosing this game. Both of you, take care.
I'm so sorry about the confusion. I'll help.
No, don't apologize here.
all
We'll
good.
go ahead and get it figured out, see exactly what's going on, and we'll let everybody in the match know if anything has changed due to this. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you both later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you and goodbye.
Bye! Everybody, welcome to Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. You know, sometimes the games are a little bit surprising. At the very least, this was no tubing.